What is an ecosystem? An ecosystem is a geographic area where plants, animals, other organisms, weather, and landscapes work together to form a bubble of life. It is a complex network of interactions between living, biotic, and non-living, abiotic components. Think of it as a community where every member, from the tallest tree to the smallest bacteria, and even non-living things like sunlight and rocks, plays a specific role and is interconnected. The components of an ecosystem. Ecosystems are made up of two fundamental types of components. 1. Abiotic components, non-living. These are the physical and chemical elements of an environment that shape the ecosystem and influence the life within it. They are the stage upon which the biotic actors perform. Sunlight, the primary source of energy for almost all ecosystems. It drives photosynthesis. Water, essential for all life processes. Its availability determines the types of organisms that can live in an area. Air, atmosphere, provides oxygen for respiration, carbon dioxide for photosynthesis, and nitrogen for nutrient cycling. Temperature influences the metabolic rates of organisms and determines the types of species that can survive, e.g., tropical versus Arctic species. Soil. Its type, pH, and mineral content affect the plants that can grow, which in turn influences the entire food web. Rocks and topography. The physical landscape, mountains, valleys, etc., affect sunlight exposure, water drainage, and wind patterns. 2 biotic components living. These are all the living organisms in the ecosystem. They are classified based on how they get their food energy. A. Based on nutritional role. Producers, autotrophs. These organisms make their own food, usually through photosynthesis using sunlight. They form the base of every food chain. Examples: plants, algae, cyanobacteria. Consumers, heterotrophs. These organisms cannot make their own food and must eat other organisms for energy. Primary consumers, herbivores, eat producers. Examples: deer, rabbits, zooplankton. Secondary consumers, carnivores, omnivores, eat primary consumers. Examples: frogs, foxes, small fish. Tertiary consumers, top carnivores, eat secondary consumers. Examples: hawks, wolves, sharks. Omnivores eat both plants and animals. Examples: humans, bears, raccoons. Scavengers consume dead animals they did not kill themselves. Examples: vultures, hyenas. Decomposers, detritivores. These are the recyclers of the ecosystem. They break down dead organic material, detritus, and waste products, returning vital nutrients to the soil for producers to use again. Examples: fungi, mushrooms, bacteria, earthworms. B. Based on ecological niche, functional role. This is a more functional way to group them, focusing on what they do rather than what they eat. Producers create energy. Consumers transfer energy by eating. Decomposers recycle energy and nutrients. Key processes in an ecosystem. The components don't exist in isolation. They are linked by critical processes. 1. Energy flow. Energy moves through an ecosystem in a one-way stream. It enters as sunlight, is converted to chemical energy by producers, and is passed through the food chain to consumers. At each step, a large amount of energy is lost as heat, according to the 10% law. 2. Nutrient cycling. Unlike energy, nutrients like carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus are recycled. They are passed from the environment to organisms and back again through biogeochemical cycles, e.g., the water cycle, carbon cycle, nitrogen cycle. Decomposers are crucial for this process. A simple visual model, the food chain. This shows a direct line of energy transfer. Sun, grass, producer, grasshopper, primary consumer, frog, secondary consumer, snake, tertiary consumer, hawk, quaternary consumer. In reality, these relationships are more complex and form a food web, as most organisms have multiple food sources. Example: a pond ecosystem. Abiotic components of pond ecosystem are water, sunlight, temperature, dissolved oxygen, rocks, mud at the bottom, pH level. And biotic components producers are algae, pond lilies, phytoplankton. Biotic consumers are insects, mosquito larvae. Small fish eat insects. Large fish eat small fish. Frogs, birds. Biotic decomposers are bacteria in the water and mud, fungi. Importance of ecosystems: provide essential services, purify air and water, pollinate crops, regulate climate. Cycle nutrients: decompose waste and recycle nutrients necessary for life. Support biodiversity: provide habitats for countless species. Provide resources: provide food, fresh water, wood, and other raw materials. When one component of an ecosystem is damaged or removed, e.g. loss of a top predator or a change in rainfall, it can disrupt the entire system, demonstrating how interconnected all the parts truly are.